Oh, yeah. What's up, everybody? Hello, hello, and welcome to Monday Night. My name is Billy Floyd, and this is
Tyler Garrettson.
Tyler Garrettson. I didn't know if you were just going to go with Tyler, like Sade or Madonna
No.
or Prince. I like the TG. Garrettson's
Yeah,
a fantastic name.
Yeah, it's. I'm not cool enough to have those one word names like Prince or Madonna or anything like that.
Oh,
so
you will be,
I
sir.
got my full name. So.
After this Friday, you will be.
Oh, there you
Meatloaf Mayhem happening. The man in the kitchen. I'm excited. We tried it last night.
Yes.
We learned some things. I'm excited for Friday. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Me too.
And not only we chatting, today is the day of M's. Monday,
Yes.
meatloaf and mango margaritas. It's going to be very interesting. We got our good friends Liz and John are joining us. They have Orlando's best mango margarita 3 years in a row, running the best mango margarita in Orlando. And they have some secrets they're going to share with us, especially the disbursement vessel. I did not know they were going to say that. When I've had mango margaritas, I've had them in margarita glasses, I've had them in tumblers, I've had them in, but they got a very, very interesting way that they're going to serve this mango margarita tonight. I'm super stoked.
Very unique, yeah.
I love mango. It's one of my favorite things. And margaritas are fantastic. Who doesn't love tequila? So we're going to have Liz and John joining us in just a little bit. But right now, we're going to chat with Tyler Garrettson a little bit about this Friday's show, which I'm super excited for. So just a little preface, just a tiny little one. Just over, actually, almost a year ago, we had the Meatloaf Mayhem mashup.
Yes.
Where we had Nathan Druin, Chef Dane Brevoort, Tyler Garrettson. The three competitors, I believe it was.
Yes.
That created their best, most amazing meatloaf, and they gave it to the judges, and they were judging that happened.
There was a lot of judging.
There was a lot of judging.
A lot of judging.
And I will say this, although, and it's in the cookbook, by the way, although Tyler didn't come out on top, he lost to Chef Dane Brevoort, who's a trained culinary expert by 1 point.
Well, it was tied, and then I lost in the tiebreaker by 1 point.
Oh, what was the tiebreaker?
I think it was he scored just 1 point higher on taste.
Gotcha. So they focused on taste above everything else.
Specifically, yes.
Gotcha. So this Friday, we're going to have Tyler Garrettson in the house, baby, whipping up a delicious meatloaf. And I got to say, we tried it last night. And even with the small changes we're going to make on Friday, last night was outstanding. I'm excited. I've been thinking about it all day because we got leftovers.
Oh, yes.
But I'm super stoked.
A lot of leftovers. It's like going to be my lunch for the next week.
Oh, man, dude, it's going to be so good. And we even came up with a couple little tips and tricks that we're going to try on Friday as well. Little things we're going to add, little things we're going to subtract, little things we're going to do. But last night was really good, and I love testing. Testing was great. And we got some shots as well. For those of you that don't know, we are working on publishing our very first KitchenKillaz cookbook. It'll be available on December 3rd. And those recipes were provided by the great Chef Dane Brevoort. So the next cookbook that we're working on, I'm actually collaborating with Mama Floyd, and we're going to be reaching out to some of the chefs that we have had as KitchenKillaz over the past 7 seasons. And we're going to be tapping some of them and having them provide some of their personal recipes to make the next cookbook. So it's all going to be like a collaborative community cookbook. Oh, yeah. That's a lot of C's.
It is a lot of C's.
And we've already reached out to a couple of our close friends just to see how they would feel about it. And Tyler TG, my man Tyler Garrettson, jumped on it immediately. We got some good photos last night.
Yes.
We learned a little bit.
Definitely.
But I'm super excited for Friday. And it's going to be the first show of the season. We had our season premiere just 2 weeks ago. What a great time, man. Thank you so much. My man Tyler Garrettson ran sound for everybody, all of the artists. He did an absolutely fantastic job. So it was really, really great to have you be a part of that, which was such a fun time.
It was fun just having me out there. I was just loving watching you guys.
Oh, dude, the vendors were great. The weather was fantastic. It happened in between 2 hurricanes, so we couldn't have asked for like a better time for that to happen. So it was really great to have everybody involved. We had a really good show. We had Hard to Port. We had Glendale. We had Shark Tooth Sam, Landon Nolan, which was awesome. And then we also played the tracks from the brand new album. Which is super cool as well. I'm actually working with Castledor Studios to do a dual release in December for the cookbook and also for the brand new album With You, which is going to be super cool. So we're going to do probably like a private listening party at Castledor Studios for close friends and family in the main the performance room, and then we're going to have Chef Dane is there with the brand new book, so we can kind of talk about that cookbook as well. So we got some things in the fire already, baby. If you're enjoying the show, please like it and share it. Free is my favorite 4-letter F word, and you can share it on your social media for free. It's absolutely fantastic. Bring your friends and family. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Friday is going to jam. I'm super excited for Friday. So question for you. From the last time you made the meatloaf for the competition to this Friday, what are some things that you've been thinking about? Some changes, some addressing? Because this recipe goes back a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about it.
Okay, so this meatloaf recipe has evolved a lot because it has been in my family since I knew what a meatloaf was.
Okay.
So exactly.
We all know what meatloaf is.
Exactly. But it was just one of those things where like it was one of the first dishes as far as dinner stuff goes that my dad would teach me and my brothers.
Okay.
And just over the years, it just evolved as our family did. And we added things. We decided that this wasn't right or that wasn't right, so we just added that, took that away, whatever. And it eventually became what the meatloaf is today.
Nice, man. How many iterations would you say it's gone through?
Oof,
like 2, 4, 6?
Closer to 6.
Really?
And then the actual glaze sauce didn't actually become part of the meatloaf until like my mom did a glaze a few years ago. I want to say like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And then we just didn't put it on there for a while. And then for the actual Meatloaf Mayhem mashup,
yeah,
I decided to bring the glaze back.
Bro.
But it was my glaze.
I will say this, because this glaze is fantastic. We had it last night.
Yes.
And we were thinking about how many things you could put this glaze on. Everything.
All the things.
I really think we even dipped. I dipped a cigar. Tyler and I.
Yes.
I dipped a cigar and just the base of a cigar in it last night, just to get that sweet, delicious flavor on it.
Yes.
Bro, fantastic. We even tried to freeze a little bit of it, made it caramel. We did not though. It's actually in the freezer right now. I don't even know because it has a heavy alcohol in it. What is it? Bourbon?
So it is bourbon. Yes.
Okay.
So I personally use Maker's Mark. There's a couple of different varieties that you could use. The one I use, it's got some hints of vanilla in there, so it just adds to the actual flavor of the glaze itself.
Okay.
And I really enjoy the bourbon to begin with.
Man.
So to put it in a glaze on top of that was just like, why not?
No, it was fantastic. And again, that glaze can go on so many different things. It was fantastic.
Things, yes.
So normally what you're going to see, and I'm going to bring up a picture of your typical meatloaf. And this is kind of the closest to yours, but you change it up a little bit. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to bring this up real quick and we're going to chat about this because I'm interested to see. Now, this is kind of like your normal meatloaf that you would see.
Yes.
And on top of that, it looks like there's a red sauce, like a ketchup or something like that.
Yes.
But you actually top yours with glaze.
Yes.
So do you not use ketchup or how's the ketchup go into your recipe?
So the ketchup actually goes into the meatloaf before we bake it. So I will mix it in there, and that's what helps it keep the meatloaf stay moist. And
nice. Okay. So instead of the meat drying out and the ketchup being on top, and you trying to figure out if there's enough ketchup on the surface to cover the whole thing, you actually mix the perfect amount in with the meatloaf itself.
Exactly.
And that keeps it nice and moist.
Exactly.
Nice, dude. And that's really great because then it leaves room for what? The glaze, baby.
Glaze.
And that's what we want. We're all about the glaze. And that stuff is looking great, man. Last night was really, really, really tasty. It was super delicious, and I'm super excited to experience it on Friday. And again, we're gonna do a small crew this Friday. I think we're looking at about 15 people. Mm-hmm. Everybody has got back to me immediately when they found out Meatloaf was on the schedule. And bro, again, this happened last year when we put the call out for Meatloaf Mayhem, and I was, I never know how the responses are gonna be, bro. It was I'm in, we're in, we're coming. People love Meatloaf, bro. They love it. So really excited for Friday. It's going to be a lot of fun. It is our first show in the kitchen for season 8. Really excited to have Tyler Garrettson in the house, baby, in the kitchen, helping us kick it off, which is going to be a lot of fun. Dawn, I'm gonna shoot you a message real quick. Let me do this because I can't show this on the show. All right, it's a little bit. Let's see what we got here. There we go. I love it. So yeah, so we're gonna do some meatloaf this Friday. It's gonna be super cool. We're even gonna pair it with a couple things because you do some roasted potatoes in that bad boy too.
Yes.
Traditionally mashed potatoes.
But
you switch it up. You go with the golden sliced Billy potatoes.
Yes, the small. We call it the small potatoes. Billy potatoes. He likes eating potatoes. So. But yes, no, we chop those potatoes up and we keep them in the pan around the actual meatloaf because as the fat just drips into the pan, there's nowhere for that to go.
Oh, gotcha.
So the potatoes add a little absorption factor.
Okay.
Keeps the meatloaf from staying too moist.
Gotcha.
There is such thing as a too moist meatloaf. So.
Gotcha. I got that. So we're looking at the meatloaf, we're looking at potatoes, and we were even talking about a couple additional fixins for Friday, but you guys are going to have to wait until Friday night. 9:05, we go live with TG in the kitchen, help kicking it off. We're super excited to have it. The meatloaf last night was great. I love taste testing, by the way. It's for science.
For science.
It's all for science. Especially when the glaze has bourbon in it.
Oh, yes. You tell me the bourbon has glaze? Where?
And
where's
we have to try.
The glaze?
You got to try the bourbon first. You have to understand your control. It's like, let's try the bourbon. We had to figure out the perfect bourbon to use.
For scientific purposes, of course.
It's all science. It has nothing to do with our affinity for bourbon. It has everything to do with science.
Maybe a little.
Tiny bit. But before we get even further into the meat, baby, we got our good friends Liz and John, and again, 3-time award-winning champion mango margarita, and they blend it. They use a Vitamix. I'm excited to talk to them about the ingredients, and even, again, their presentation vessel is new for me. When they told me a little bit about it before, I go, that is a great idea. I don't want to give it away because, we love to tease. We love to tickle. That's what we love to do. We're going to let Liz and John, they're going to be your ticklers, okay? They're going to tickle you guys. We're just here for the tickle, but they're going to give you that satisfying feeling that washes over your heart and brings all your dreams to life. That's what they do. You can go to the website, Who Tickles My Heart and Brings All My Dreams to Life.com, and there will be a picture of Liz and John. That's pretty much how that works out. So without further ado, let's bring in our good friends Liz and John, and let's talk about 3-time champion Orlando's blended mango margarita. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the dynamic duo, if you will, Liz and John. What's up, guys?
Hey, how are you? We're here. We survived through the hurricane, and I can't think of a better way to celebrate it than a good old mango margarita.
I like Liz. She's ready to celebrate.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's all about celebrating the little things, right? Like survival.
I
think that's great. I think that is great. So, Liz and John, thank you so much for joining us tonight, man. It's really great to see you guys. We're really, really excited to be. I love mango. It's one of my favorite things. And who doesn't love margaritas?
Oh, yeah.
And I've had my fair share of mango margaritas, but this is the third year in a row award-winning mango margarita blended in the Vitamix, which I'm super, super excited for. So before we get into that, Liz, John, let's talk about how did you two lovebirds meet? How did that happen?
Well, we met online. Good old Bumble. That's it is the truth, and obviously, neither one of us are spring chickens, and we both had been kind of set in our ways, and he had his margaritas that I was not accepting. I did not.
Did you hear the pitch of her voice change?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Good. Mine's unhealthy. Hers is healthy. So.
So question, is the mango margarita healthy, or is it a blend between John and Liz? Or did you just take over and you're just making the rules?
Yeah, it's pretty much blended pretty healthy now.
So fortunately, he absolutely likes it better with fresh, whole, real ingredients than he did. Once we switched over to the new recipe, there was no going back. He definitely knew that it was better for sure. To kind of let you know where it started from, when we first met, he was John was not worried about what ingredients were in his food in any way, shape, or form, and he thought our was probably a good idea.
If it's not great, it's not good, right?
Yes, and I was like, you're not drinking that anymore. We're going to find real whole ingredients, and we're going to make it better. And at first taste, he was like, oh, this is definitely better. So that part was for sure. So
yeah, when you go with the fresh ingredients, when you go with that, it's hard to go back after you've had something that's made with fresh, delicious ingredients. So before we get into that, like, what are the fresh, delicious ingredients? And if you have some secrets, it's okay. But walk us through these ingredients you use in this mango margarita.
Absolutely. So, yeah, we make sure that no secrets. It's John is Army. He's an airline captain, so everything has to be just the way that it's supposed to be. So we have all the listed, and he even has his very special measuring cup.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure to share the exact lines, but yes, he everything just perfect. So we have our own. This is the official mango margarita measuring cup. Yeah.
Do you guys sell those on the website? Which you totally should.
We're gonna have to make them especially for it.
I like that because you want continuity.
Yeah.
I want to know that when I have mango margaritas the next time, they're going to taste as delicious as they did this time, and your measurements are vital.
Whenever we make them, they always taste the same. They're always the exact same because we use the exact same measurements, same ingredients. I mean, I think the two key elements. One, you have to use frozen mango chunks. They have to be frozen mango, because if not, you've got to add extra. Believe me, we've done this. You have to add extra ice, to make it as smooth and delicious as it is. But
Sure.
it kind of, so the extra mango actually lets you use less ice, so it actually tastes better. So, and the other one was the limeade that she came up with, because I'd go to the store and buy the limeade in the little containers and
With high fructose corn syrup.
yes. But she took me off of that right off. No more. So now we use some little lime
Yes.
containers, and
Yeah.
we put one of
An
these.
organic lime, and we do add real sugar, obviously, organic sugar. But that's so we have organic limeade with sugar, and that's
And frozen mango
right,
chunks.
exactly. And then of course you have to use the
Agave
organic agave as well.
Got to have a little
Okay.
touch.
Naturally.
Okay, John, she stepped up your game, bro. I love it.
I am telling you. And I had to throw the agave in because it wasn't sweet enough for my Bahamian fry here. Hey, I like the sweet, and she doesn't like the sweets.
Yeah.
Gotcha. We were talking a little bit pre-show, Liz, and you said that this is known around your friends and family. Like everybody is well aware of your mango margaritas. How did that happen? They were just that good that everybody was like, "Bro, we need to get these."
Yeah, absolutely.
We
There's
did.
no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We
Thanksgiving, family
distributed
came
it, and then
over.
we served it to one friend, and they were like, "Oh my!" And now everyone's like, "I don't know." Sometimes we get invited. Most of the time, it's just our Vitamix.
Yeah, that's really
They're like, "You guys can go, but leave the mango margarita."
Yeah,
Are your mango margaritas available on Saturday? It's the invitation that we frequently get. Of course.
Now, John, you said she's Bahamian. What is
Yes.
that? How does that factor into the sweetness? And I would say, Liz, does that equate to maybe a little floater for you, a little extra little?
Sure
on top?
does. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
a little floater is not the word that I would use. Maybe a big floater. Because she can drink me on.
Dash on. Come on, right? Dash.
So, you got to have the floater in there, and it's really good. So I mean,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well,
so
man, it sounds like you guys make a really great team. It really does. And John, coming from my perspective, your perspective, number one, thank you for everything, bro. That is super cool, man. I really appreciate that. Like, that is awesome. And especially to be a pilot and to still do this, that is a leadership role. Oh, yeah. But he gives the wheel over to Liz when it comes to the mango margaritas. He's like, you know what? I'm putting the wheel in Liz's hands. She's got this squared away. And apparently she's led him to the mango promised land.
Absolutely.
Are you a fan of mango margaritas?
I might need to be a convert at this rate because the way you're hyping it up, it just sounds amazing, and I need to try this. Yeah. I need to try this.
I was telling him a little earlier. I go, we don't get to try the mango margaritas.
No.
We're gonna live vicariously through Liz and John tonight and their Vitamix.
Yeah.
I don't know what would happen. It's just so funny. Like if somebody was like not excited about them, we'd be like, "Wait, what?
Wait a minute, what do we do?"
What happened?
Exactly. We'd be so lost because we're just.
Did you read a bad review on Yelp or something? Why are you not excited about our mango margaritas?
Who hurt you?
Who hurt you? So what is your prep time for something like this look like? You already know your ingredients. You already know what you need to do. So from concept to prep to it's time to drink, how long does that normally take? Because it sounds like it's pretty quick.
We've got it down pretty quick. I'm an avid football fan, so between commercials, I can pretty much set a batch up. So
wow, and that's only a couple minutes.
Yeah, that's not that long at all.
He's ready to rock and roll, and I get where you're coming from, John. You want things a certain way, the same way every time. It's about the measurements, about continuity and consistency. I want to know what I'm getting every single time I make it, and I love that because I'm very, very similar. So I got you, John. Also, for Liz, I like that little extra floater that you're talking about, which is apparently a floater this big, which also.
No,
you get me in the heartstrings right there. You get me in the heartstrings. So I really, really, really dig that.
Very cool.
What kind of what kind of liquor do you guys use? Like what make do you go with? What brand do you go with? What do you recommend for your mango margaritas?
Have different things. The limeade we've already talked about.
So it's 12 ounces in the official cup of limeade.
The official cup.
The organic, exactly, in the official cup.
It has to be the official cup.
A normal cup to an official cup by drawing a line at 12 ounces. So then we have 8 ounces of tequila. We definitely use a silver. We like the 1800.
Ooh, yeah.
But certainly gives us a nice option. We definitely go with the silver. That's for sure. And then 1800 is our first choice if we're not springing for Patron.
I hear you on that.
Yeah. And
Right
then,
up to the line, like we saw.
yeah, exactly. So the 8 ounces of tequila, and then we do 6 ounces of
Liz's floater.
I was about to say, that's her floater, right? 10 ounces of a floater for Liz.
Yes. Then a huge part, it's a very, very important part to him for sure. 4 cups of ice, and he likes it blended, so we won't do it on the rocks. It has to have 4 cups of ice, and that's why the frozen mangoes are such a huge factor because it is nice deliciousness with just a little bit less of a watered down water. So it's 2.5 cups of frozen organic mango.
Listen, I hope you all watching this are writing this down because you are getting the recipe to Orlando's best mango margarita 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. Continue.
Yeah, I if I see somebody with our cup that's this year.
God is the sport of the agave. It's not a whole.
The only thing
Gotcha.
is an official measurement.
That is my official
would be a
sport.
And that's his splurge. I get that, John. That's your splurge. Hers is 37 ounces of additional 1800, and yours is just a squirt of agave.
There you go.
Exactly.
So is John the official mango margarita maker, Liz, and you just oversee to make sure that it's being done properly?
He is absolutely the official. He will not relinquish the cup.
He sleeps with it.
He just has it under his pillow.
I make the mango margaritas.
Yeah. We have to get real about this, and this is the case.
I'll put in too much tequila.
It's all portioned out perfectly, right? Somehow, whenever she makes it, it does not come out the same.
You see how he's hugging that cup?
Yeah.
He's holding that cup so close to his heart.
You know what? There's a portion right here for limeade. That's usually where she goes with the tequila. Then there's underneath for the triple sec, so it's all whacked out.
No.
So is there a certain order that you add these ingredients in? Do you add them in the same order every time?
No, not really. I mean, as long as you get them right, put them in, you throw all of them in there with the other sand, you want to get the mangoes. And then the mangoes is about 2.5 cups of the fresh mango, of the frozen one. I've tried it with kind of thawed out before. It doesn't come out as creamy. And I think the frozen part actually is what gives it the creaminess, also the cold. I mean, when you take this off, it's actually like, it's not, what do you call it? Cold steam.
Yeah.
It's like there's something coming out of there, and I think
Gotcha.
it's actual mango goodness.
Nice. I like how you guys have been scientific about this whole thing. You've tried it so many different ways. You've tried so many different items. Oh, well, let's try 1800. Let's try this. 1800 is the winner. Let's try this type of mango. This type of mango. Frozen mangoes are the winner.
Yep.
You know, I like the little addition of agave as well. I'm a sweet fan.
We tried the fresh ones where she cut it up. And
Yeah, and we tried some different nectars, and all of that gets to being inferior. No doubt about it.
I like how you guys have worked this whole thing out. They've-
And I don't know that we've ever tasted one that we thought was better, and we really mean that sincerely. Like we're not even just saying that. Like we're both, we're definitely like, oh, this one's good, this one's really good, this is, But there's never been one where I'm like, wow, I like this one better.
Gotcha. So this is the winning recipe.
This is
to us.
This is the magic moment right here.
Yes, exactly. So we'll get a little loud for a second.
But
You're good.
Now this is the key. You got to start with 3.
You got to start it at 3 in the Vitamix, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to mute you guys. Liz, just give me a thumbs up when you guys are done.
I can mix it up.
Just go ahead and do it.
Now.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and rock it out. Oh, you're good. It's actually not even that loud. It's perfect.
Yeah, no.
Gotta get that low end torque.
Yeah, I like you got to start at 3, not 4, not 2, 3. I like the specificity.
It's
Yes.
it's almost like Monty Python's Holy Hand Grenade.
Yeah, I like the specificity here. They know exactly. Now, how long did you blend that for, John?
I think that has something to do with it too. I think for about a minute or two you blend it because it gets it really creamy. Sometimes when she does it, the ice chunks don't get all the way creamy in it.
Liz.
I know she's a rookie, so we're working on it though.
We got to work that. There you go. There you go. There you go. Everybody's a student.
These are the key.
Wait a minute. You're putting it in a Yeti?
Yeah.
These are the key.
Yes.
Okay.
What happens? This is exactly enough for 2 full Yetis.
Oh,
We drink them. We drink them at different speeds. I like to drink mine, sip mine. I look over at her, she's done, and she's drinking mine. So it's pretty quick. But Yetis will keep these things completely frozen the entire time you're drinking them because we've got different glasses, even the thermal glasses, and by the time you get halfway done, they're already starting to melt and they're not as frozen as they were.
Gotcha.
What could be even more exciting?
Stop it.
It keeps them so nice. This is really bad. When they're nice and thick and the perfect consistency with perfect frozen mango margaritas, when you turn it upside down right away, it doesn't fall out right away.
I love that.
Sneak them into Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes.
Covert mango margaritas.
Until you finish the whole thing.
Unfortunately, I didn't catch the memo because when we go in, he goes, "Do you have any liquids in?" I'm going, "No, we don't have any liquids." Well, I said ice. And he goes, "Well, you have to empty it out." So I do this. I empty it out. I'm going, "It's not coming out." She's going, "Shh." I'm going, "Oh, it's empty."
Yeah, exactly.
It's empty. Nothing came out. Let us in.
I'm looking. I'm like, "How do you get that?" And so yeah. Upside down.
Yetis.
Yeah.
Right there.
You gotta have the perfect pour.
Oh,
That's some good stuff. Right
Look
there.
at that consistency, bro. It's so smooth.
that is beautiful.
Super, super smooth, man. I dig that.
Beautiful.
I think the frozen mangoes are what really.
I like the oversized straw.
Yeah.
They don't go with these little tiny straws, Tyler.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
There goes Liz to get her 1800.
Yep.
See that?
Yep.
So you got the 42 ounces of floater right there, right?
Look at that, John. Perfect pour, bro. 2 Yetis full. It's like you guys have done this before.
There's 2 of them right there. Let's try. Yeah.
That is awesome. Okay, we're watching it. It's all about. Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Do you
there
see?
you
Did
go.
you see the refreshing look that he had on his face? That's when you know they knocked it out of the park right
Oh,
there.
Picture perfect. You can't.
I dig it. Liz, when you add your floater, your 74 ounces of 1800, do you mix it in or do you just let it sit on top and enjoy it as it goes?
I let it sit on top of, yes, very important that it sits on top, and then because you're drinking from the bottom, so it seeps in there just perfect. So
Gotcha.
She'll drink about 3 inches in the Yeti cup, and then fill it back up with.
I do the same thing with my popcorn at the movie theater with the butter. I do the same exact thing. Like I eat a little bit of it, then more butter. She just does the same thing with tequila.
Keeping it coming.
Nice and easy. I mean, that was fast.
Yeah. That was really fast.
That was quick. You guys whipped that up so fast.
You know, she's a big horse nut, and I'm trying to get her to try to time me like the riding on the bull and stuff like that. So between the commercials, so she goes, go, 13 seconds.
Well, like you said, you're a big football fan, so you wanted to get taken care of during the commercial break.
Yep.
You want to make sure that once that football comes back in, everybody's ready to go. You got your drinks, you're reloaded, everybody's happy, and then during the next commercial break, everybody's a little happier after those delicious mango margaritas.
Absolutely.
Some of us are happier.
So, and I like it because Liv's going to crush hers, and then she's going to steal John's.
Yep.
Oh, I know.
I see what's going on here. I see the relationship, and I love it.
Absolutely, yeah.
I drink mine. He drinks his twice as fast as mine, and he.
To this day, as many of these as I drank, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to get a brain.
It's just so good.
Yeah, it could be 100 degrees outside. I'll drink one in 5 minutes. I'm going to get it.
Worth it. Totally worth it. It's worth it. Listen, sometimes you got to go through a little bit of pain for a little bit of pleasure. I'm just saying. That is awesome. So if you guys wouldn't mind wrapping it up, would you give us that recipe one more time, Liz, just for everybody out there that didn't catch it in the first time?
Absolutely. So it's 12 ounces of organic limeade.
Oh, so good.
8 ounces of tequila with a splash later.
Just a splash.
Ounces of triple sec. 4 cups of ice and 2.5 cups of frozen organic mango chunks.
Wow. And a lot of listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you copy that recipe, don't get governmental about it. Follow it directly. Don't try to cut any corners. Don't try to get anything different. Listen, if you're looking for the recipe for Orlando's best mango margarita, do it just what Liz said, okay? And if you have any questions, look at the passion in their faces, ladies and gentlemen. This is science. They have gone through this time and time again. They've worked it perfectly. They're not giving you some random things, guys.
The experiments have been already completed.
Yes, they've done the experiments. Listen to Liz and John. They know.
Several months.
Yeah, they know what they're talking about. And also, when you invite them, ask them if they're going to bring the Vitamix.
Always.
I'm just saying. And also, John, you got to sell those cups, man. And I want mine marked by John. Yes. I don't want to mark my own cup.
No.
You're going to have to sign your name on them.
That's it. I want my cup. You could get it at Liz and John Give the Best Cups from MangoMargaritas.com. Brand new website we just put out today. You can order your very own frozen mango blended margarita cup. And John will actually label it for you. He'll draw the line at 12 ounces. And then there's a different line for limeade, apparently.
Exactly.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah, there's definitely one for life.
We can do it both ways. We go John, where we have this, and this. Liz, with this and this. That way.
You have the Liz cup and you have the John cup. That is awesome. Guys, thank you so much for showing us this. I'm really, really excited. A huge shout out to my girl Dawn for linking us up. The next time we have a show, if you guys are available this Friday, I know, John, you're a jet setter, so you're probably going to be somewhere in the sky, flying the friendly skies, but you guys are always welcome to come over. You're always welcome to be a part of the show. Hopefully, we can even crash that kitchen and we can show that mango margarita live. I'm excited to taste it.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking about licking my television screen to see if I can get some of that flavor, but it doesn't taste the same.
No.
It tasted like electronics and buzzy stuff in my brain. I zipped a little bit in my tongue.
Yeah.
Now I'm sure the tequila will do it, but it's going to taste a little different than the television.
And remember, wherever you live, if you want to invite us over, we'll bring the mango margaritas too.
You come right.
I will say this, even if you don't bring the mango margaritas, we love you and we always want you to be a part of it. But if you do, nobody will complain.
No.
I love it.
Yeah.
We have not had a complaint yet. 0, 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. Go to Yelp, guys. Check out the Orlando's Best Mango Margaritas. You'll see a picture of Liz and John with their trophies, with their WWE Championship belts, because they will not be unseated.
No.
And I'm excited. Thank you guys so much. Please keep in touch. I'm going to reach out to you guys soon because I'm excited to try this recipe. That's why I wanted you to repeat it so I can make it, because it's going to be fantastic. And we'll definitely be in touch. The next time we have a kitchen, you guys are more than welcome to join us. And hopefully we can crash your kitchen as well. That would be so much fun. We're right here locally. I live in Maitland. We're right in the Orlando area, so not too far away. And thank you guys so much for spending some time with us tonight. We really appreciate it.
There you go.
Thank you.
I love it. You guys have a good time. Stay out of trouble. Bye, everybody.
We're going to have a great night.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bye, guys. Dude, fantastic.
Oh yeah. Dude, I wanted to lick the screen myself.
You know how easy they made that sound?
It looked so easy too.
They've done the hard work.
I know.
You don't have to test anything. There's no science. The science, like you said, the experiments have been experimented.
Yes. It's crazy. Dude, it looked so good.
It looked
especially during that pour.
Bro, I was just about to say that. Do you know how smooth the whole thing was?
Oh, goodness.
Like, you got to watch out for, because John said Liz, she gets excited, so hers gets a little ice chunks in there, but that's why John makes it. He refuses to give up that helm.
And then, of course, Liz's secret is the 52 ounces worth of a floater.
The 63 ounces worth of 1800 that she puts in there.
Yes.
The number just gets bigger.
Yeah, always. Always. It's just going to become a handle by the end of the night.
It's just 1800 with a mango on top.
Yep.
That's all it is.
A frozen mango.
A frozen mango.
Frozen mango.
Open the bottle of 1800, take a swig because you got to grace some space.
Yes.
And then pop one piece of frozen mango in there, and you've got Liz's mango margarita.
2 if you're feeling really fruity.
If you're feeling super fruity, too. That was awesome. That was super clean too. Really good. A huge shout out to Liz and John for making that happen. A shout out to Don for linking us up. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. This Friday we're gonna have Tyler Garrettson in the house, baby. He's gonna be whipping up his infamous. Is it famous or is it infamous?
Definitely famous at this point, but I would have to point out that Chef Dane, the only reason you won is because you had a turkey loaf. A turkey loaf, really?
I got to be his hype man right now. It's nothing personal, Chef. I love you. But yeah, turkey loaf? Really? Yeah. What kind of protein do you use?
Ground beef.
Ground beef, 100%.
And I just use straight up ground beef. Imagine what would happen if I actually put some pork in there.
Bro, if you did some pork, some turkey, some ground beef, and all that good stuff.
Well, the turkey is definitely more of a definitely non-traditional meat to throw in meatloaf. But
Gotcha.
like ground beef and pork, 100%.
Yeah.
That's like those are staples right there.
We might have to try a blend one day. One day. But this Friday, through and through ground beef all the way.
Yes.
Dude, I'm excited for the glaze. For those of you that are going to be over this Friday night, you got to get in on this glaze, baby. You can put the glaze on anything. And Lisa Wine, you know what I'm talking about. Anything. But it's going to be fantastic. So join us this Friday, 9:05. Tyler Garrettson in the kitchen, baby, whipping up his famous TGML. Tyler Garrettson meatloaf. I'm super excited about it. A huge shout out to John and Liz.
Yes.
Fantastic, man. Crushed Orlando's best mango margarita blended in the Vitamix with delicious ingredients. We walked you guys through the entire recipe. Make sure you check out the recipe. Try it yourself and let us know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we're going to be going over the meatloaf recipe this Friday, but right now you got the mango margarita recipe already dispersed to you, already scientifically proven. I would say this. They need to go outside of Orlando. I'm wondering if it's Central Florida's best mango margarita. I think it's time to spread your wings and fly, kids. No pun intended, because John's a pilot. But I would say let's bring it to Tampa. Let's find out, those of you in Tampa, who's got the best mango margarita, because we got our contender, Liz and John. They're bringing a champion to the ring, and I'm super excited for it. But here's a great shot of meatloaf. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the meatloaf. This Friday. You guys have a fantastic night. Tyler Garrettson, anything else to share with them?
Prepare your taste buds.
Prepare your taste buds. We'll talk to you guys soon. You guys stay out of trouble. Bye.